Cebu. Hello, need a letter sent? I hope the destination is somewhere I've never been before. Are you that well travelled? Well, that's all relative. Naturally, someone like me who delivers letters all the time has seen a lot more of the world than someone who never gets out. But I mainly carry messages from tribe to tribe, so I'm a lot less well travelled if you compare me to those of my colleagues who've been much further afield. I even have a friend who once delivered something near Okanlan. Or unless it's Okanlan. Where's that? It's an ancient city built by the followers of the first Pyro Archon. The whole area is very dangerous, but we'll deliver there all the same. It sounds like a place I want to go to. I just hope I'll be lucky enough to pick up a cool commission like that too sometime soon. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. And then the stairs that go up. Okay. Ichka. Hello, friend. Any plans to travel somewhere a bit cooler in the near future? Are you trying to sell me some wool? Some alpaca wool? What's this question about exactly? For argument's sake, let's just assume you do want the thrill of a chill. In which case, you can't set out with something too warm to wear, can you? I knew where this was going. You wouldn't be interested in trying out some alpaca wool products, would you? They're finer, softer, and warmer than sheep wool. Sounds like a hard sell here in Outland. Well, I wouldn't say it's impossible to sell. You need to set up a market to Mondstadt. It gets quite cold in Mondstadt, but Dragonspine especially. It's just a niche market, sorta. Normally, the Masters of the Night Wind only use that wool for making blankets. But alpacas themselves can be used in many ways. They can be ridden for transport, and they also make great farming assistants. That's true, they do herding. Doesn't sound like you'd be in a hurry to sell them, then. No, wait a moment. This has nothing to do with being in a hurry. As a farmer raising alpacas, again, what's with the capitalization? Isn't it perfectly natural that I wanted to show the world how great and versatile they are? Wouldn't it just be a tragedy if there were people out there freezing their socks off in a world of ice and snow? Ah, Snezhnaya, that's a better industry. You need to export out to Snezhnaya. Yet who have never experienced the immeasurable bliss in clothing form that is their wool. So my friend, if you run into anyone in need of some warm clothes, please be sure you put in a good word for alpaca wool. I'll be sure to mention it to everybody I meet when I get to Snezhnaya, my friend. Bagayoko. Oh no, was I just here? Are you lost? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. I'm not lost. I'm sorry. I'm just so anxious that I'm not even making sense anymore. I'm not lost, but I do seem to have accidentally lost my daughter, Arkantel. I haven't found her, sir. For all I know, this is no accident, and just her running around as always, that little rascal. If you run into a little girl spouting a stream of absolute nonsense about art, she's probably the one. She just enjoys chatting with people by the roadside. I'm sure she'll come back once she's said her piece. Oh, bye! Good luck finding her. Okay. I like this place. Is this the bank? CR, Still Manager, Saurian Relics Association. Ah. Hello. I should probably give you a heads up. The way things are categorized here isn't exactly the clearest. What is this place? We're an outlet of the Saurian Relics Association, and I'm the manager. As I'm sure you know, Natland is a nation where Saurians and humans live together, so naturally, many treasures are still knocking about from the times of the ancient Saurians. The Saurian Relic Association is an organization that was specifically established to collect and sort through all these items. But actually, that's more like the official way of describing it. In truth, due to the sheer variety of our different items we've collected, it's essentially turned into a giant flea market. Doesn't really hold the same grandiose nature as that of the past, but okay. I guess it makes you money. I know that's almost something comical about it. Don't worry, that's what has become of my backpack as well. Really? You can fit all that stuff in your backpack? Oh, haha, you're having me on, aren't you? Nearly got me too, you did. Jokes aside, if you know any tricks for organising things, you really must share them with me. They all said that the Children of Echoes have an knack for business, which is why they chose me to be the shopkeeper here. But in reality, what this place actually needs is a storage specialist. Well, if I see a storage specialist, I know exactly where to send them. I must apologise. The things the association's been sending over lately have been a bit random, and I haven't had time to sort them out all yet. Oh, I can't even ask. Okay. Hi. Yes, I know we still have to go upstairs, but let's just finish this bit.
Don't worry, I always win anyway.
Enter the Weary Inn. Here, receptionist. Welcome to the Weary Inn. As the name suggests, people feel tired as soon as they arrive here. Huh? Not that the place itself being too tired, I mean. More like, when people find themselves in an extremely comfortable environment, they're more likely to suddenly feel all the accumulated fatigue. This is true. So come, sit back and relax. If you need anything, just call me. I got hungry the moment I stopped. Hee, that's quite common, I assure you. That's why you need to pause and check on yourself from time to time. Come on, have a little grub and rest a bit. Only then can you give yourself the best start for the next leg of your journey.
What do you need?
Well, I guess I'm going into... Thanks for the bean balls. I'm gonna go into the inn. It's very bright in here. Okay. You even got spaces for the Saurians. Not bad. So you let in the riffraff. Hey! Fit to serve. Half an hour to finish a triple portion of mountain, sea and sky. Do you think that's possible? It's worth a shot. I think so too. Before coming to Natlan, I was a bit worried they wouldn't be able to stomach the local food. But it seems like I was completely overthinking it. A big, filling, high-calorie meal is just what the doctor ordered. Hold on, let me think about this. It's about time I had a go at this limited-time clean palate challenge. You enjoy that, Mr. Snezhnaya. I can't even talk to the bartender. Not what I was expecting, to be honest. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Well, isn't this a nice room? Oh, I like it. Huh. Nice indeed. Guess we'll come in for a question at some point. Today's not that day. Family? It doesn't matter how long you hesitate, the result won't change, so you might as well just give up already. No, that isn't how it works. You have to assess the team's overall strength and consider all possible outcomes of each match. And then bank on the unexpected happening? Pfft, you're a fun one to talk. Our boy's only telling you how it is. You bet on so many matches now, yet despite all your calculations, your bets haven't turned out any better than his random guesses. That's just because the sample size is too small. You wait and see. Once I've bet on a load more, I'll create a graph with all the data. And then spend another 3 weeks washing dishes? More meaningless speculation. If you're going to make random guesses anyway, why don't you give your old pal the benefit of the doubt for once? Good grief, that is such a dysfunctional family. Purum. I'm aware that the question I'm about to ask you will drag this out even longer. Okay, go ahead. Do you have any idea how long it's been since we sat down to eat? Any at all? I haven't really been paying attention. How about the amount of time it takes to eat a taco? The amount of time it takes you to eat a whole taco. More like, I've just about digested my whole damn meal here. Wow, impressive. But what's the rush? Besides, after you've just finished eating, it's always a good idea to take a rest before you set off. Helps keep the stomachache at bay. You're not seriously suggesting I should be thanking you, are you? Actually, yes, I suppose I am. And Tonka. It spins behind her. Looking for someone to eat your fill and sleep soundly? Then you've come to the right place. So I'm the owner of the Weary Inn, and I also run a food stall at the entrance. Speaking of this place, I even stayed here for free back when I was a contestant. You'd have thought I'd be the one in charge now, Do you know anyone who's taken part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame? If you did, that would make things a lot easier. You could stay with them and you'd dine and bunk on the house. Or you can eat too. Any recommendations? Well, I go with my personal specialty, the tacos. That said though, it's not hard to make. Almost everyone in Atlan knows how. Here, hold out your hand. Hee, were you expecting me to just give you finished product? I'm gonna teach you how to make one. Thank you for the recipe. Jesus, this music is going hard.
I always win anyway.
That's into the center. Iron Layer, doctor. Hi, one moment please. Please answer without thinking. When was your last checkup? Depends on what checkup you mean. Do you mean in general or just when I was last at the doctor's? Because I was last at the doctor's, what, a month ago? Less than a month ago. 3 weeks ago? Probably. Ha! You hesitated. Say no more. Make some time, go find a doctor, and get yourself a checkup. You might think I'm saying this just to scare you, but you probably don't know that many contestants only end up being told about major health issues just moments before they are supposed to compete. It's a real shame when minor, neglected illnesses turn into something more serious, ruining all that hard work they've put into training. And even if you're not a warrior, you still need to go for regular checkups. You should know, a person without health is no different from a tribe without people. I get it. Good. That's another person persuaded. Nothing worse than waiting until you're already reaping the whirlwind with no way out. Thanks, lady. I appreciate that. Manager, Carper. What though? Hello, this is the contestants' lounge, so please be quiet. Can I stick around for a bit? Ah, we've got no competitions on now. I mean, you do. People are enrolling. Oh, registering, sorry. But maybe the competition isn't today. So feel free to hang around if you wish. Once preparations for the pilgrimage begin, though, staff and contestants will be given priority use of this area. I'll also be here to make some competition-related announcements, such as times, things to look out for, and so on. Tell me about the pilgrimage. I still like what you're wearing. It's the best I've seen so far. The pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame is where contestants may win ultimate glory. All the people of Natlan are welcome to take part. The pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame is held as needed in response to the abyssal threat. As the incursions have grown worse in recent years, it's been held more frequently. In the name of victory, may you all keep fighting until the very end. But remember, you must never foment conflict for its own sake. All malicious acts will be laid bare under the Pyro Archon's vigilant gaze. I shall keep that in mind. Indeed, Natlan may be the nation of war, but conflict is not the goal of everything. May it guide you to true glory. Aw, guide to conflict. How lovely. And that again opens up there. Okay. I think I may be going all the way upstairs. How did I get there? Yes. Ah. Nice. Well, quick way. Let's go register. This way. We haven't done this side yet. What's over this way? Alright. Oya Arcantel, emerging artist self-proclaimed. And Oya, a hunter without a target. Miss, have you ever heard of the Ultra Revitalist School? No, I'm afraid to say I'm a bit behind the times when it comes to fashion. Oh, it was fashion? News to me. No, that's not your fault. You know why? Because I just created it. Oh, so what does it mean? It's a school of art that I'm about to guide, pioneer, and carry out to lofty heights. As for what the style will be, that depends on what I end up drawing next. Wow, that sounds pretty impressive. Huh, really? You really think so? No, I think she's just humoring a child. Of course, isn't that how all popular art goes? They start with a concept, then give it a name, and finally, they try and give it as much exposure as they can so that it baffles as many people as possible, and ta-da! You've created the latest fad. That was, quite frankly, one of the most strangest conversations I've had in Genshin. Alom, owner, the salutary furnace. 2, 4, 5. Oh, looks like I missed the beat again. Would I now? What beat? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just playing some intense music in my head, the kind that's perfect for forging. I'm guessing you can't hear it? It's a pity that I'm tone deaf as well, or I'd try singing it for you. But feel free to stand by and listen to the rhythm of my ironworking. Just think of it as a form of sheet music. It's quite the rhythm. I'm not sure why, but this kind of rhythm helps relieve my fatigue from all the repetitive toil. It really keeps my energy levels up, you know? Yeah, stone can sometimes serve as a musical instrument. Hey, come back here, sir. What do you sell? A diagram for a flute of Ezpitzal. Earthshaker, footprint of the rainbow. Ring of Yakshche. And chainbreaker. They're so pretty. Okay, maybe not that one. That one's pretty. That one's pretty. I mean, the colors are nice. Don't really like the design, and I don't like the design of that one. So what is this resource I require? Those are the ember flame thingamabobs, aren't they? I can't click on it to find out what it is. The ember flame flowers? I think that's what they're called. So I don't have 10 of those. Ah, this is where the condensance crystal comes in handy. I see. Ember core flower, my apologies. Self-defense weapons. Ha! Thanks, man. This looks dangerous. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this is putting me to sleep, so I'm not gonna talk to anybody else. I'm just gonna check this place out and go continue with the quest. Ack. Blessing of Tona's Flame. Offer the pyro sigils you obtained here. Thank God I came to this place, because I was tempted to not come here. Well, okay, I said that, but I'll talk to Aether, because it seems relevant. Phlogiston? Phlogiston? Yeah, phlogiston. Phlogiston engraving is such a deep field of study, but kids these days. What's all this about? Greetings, Outlander. This is the place where oblations are made to the tablet of Tona. Oblations. You really couldn't have come up with a better word than oblations? Okay. As to what the tablet of Tona is, it is a symbol of the uniting bond between our tribes and the sacred flame. Through the flame, every native... That means I have to manually travel all the way down here just to get there. Every single time I want to give my sigils to the thing of Tona. That sucks. Through the flame, every native of Natlan can establish close connections with others in their tribe, Saurians and the Pyro Archon. If the flame's protection is your desire, then offer a prayer for the tablet of Tona. Tablet. How many sigils do I have? I have 128. What level does that get me to? Level 4. What's this? Artifact EXP. Nice. I have a lot of those apparently. Yay! And some resin. And a lot of pyrogems. Pyrogems? Fuck me. Primogems. Oh, and a wish. Borderlands sword billet. Cool. Someone could use that, I'm sure, in the future. And then another wish. You're so sweet. Shrine of Depths. Oh, that won't tell me. 50! That's never going to happen. I can tell you that now. Nope. This. Huh. What do you know? Hi, Umphe. Is one of your constellations to not get stunned out of your attack? Because if so, that'd be great. I don't see it happening, though. Yanfei. Constellations. When Dundil is used, creates a shield that absorbs her max HP and absorbs pyro damage more effectively. Cool. C4 Yunfei. Maybe one day I'll use her again. Don't know. I just didn't like the way that she got constantly interrupted. It was very tedious. Okay, where are we registering? Should probably get some water. I'm very parched, but we're here now. We're just going back to the beginning. Oh, this path. I see. As the sacred flame burns eternal, so too will our pursuit of the strongest never cease. You've arrived at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, the center of Natland itself. This notice board will announce tournament rules, progress, and other announcements. If you wish to know more, peruse the relevant articles in more detail. I'm good. Bye. Sorry, I'm just looking at the colors. Are they relevant to the tribes? But the placement's not right.
This is the place. Let's wait for Mualani here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
I did.
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
There were banners, thank you very much. Pennants almost. There were all sorts of symbols on them.
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natland, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
She's been doing that the entirety of Natland.
I said I'd introduce them to Natland, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasaurs.
Yumkasaurs. Uh-huh. Totally gonna remember that one.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish. That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty.
And I've met somebody from every single tribe.
If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Mualani, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kanich.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for waiting, you guys. Let's go register.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage?
Nah, we just thought we'd stand here and block the entrance to your table.
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These 2 travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they could take part?
I'm sorry, but only people from Natland are eligible to participate.
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer.
How do you know that? I haven't spoken of my
She's more than
deeds.
skilled enough to participate, and I'm sure the audience would be interested in seeing what she can do.
It's not that simple, Miss Mualani. Even a single exception sets a dangerous precedent for countless interested parties in the future. The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natland is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Oh, so there's another purpose for the tournament.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation. That's what makes it such an honor to take part.
Exactly right, Mr. Kanich. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people of Natland. Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred flame.
Even if I can use phlogiston, which I'm not supposed to do unless I'm Atlantean, does that not make me special?
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fire.
It's fine. I understand the importance of this event.
Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands. I'll try to get you some good seats.
Thanks, Mualani.
That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited to being spectators anyway.
Because we're watchers and witnesses of the deeds of Tavat. Yeah, I get it.
Still, There's something Paimon was wondering, actually.
If the Ode of Resurrection exists, why do you have to go through the process of selecting warriors?
You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't everyone just
Thank
fight
you.
together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the Ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the Abyss. It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the Abyss in battle.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually. Just one word. Victory.
Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash.
Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again.
That is terrible.
The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
But why would the victors need to be revived?
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving?
You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent to repel the Abyss this time.
5 people to fight a massive force of darkness. Yeah, it checks out.
Even
Not-
if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for one person to return victorious.
Because every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high. That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams, to instill in us the importance of working together.
Okay. I mean, I think it's stupid. The whole concept is a little stupid, but it makes sense. Like, the whole concept of going to battle and sending only 5 people is fucking ridiculous. Can you imagine? It's the Crusades, and the Christians are coming to destroy all the locals, and the locals send 5 people to defend themselves. It's like, what are you thinking? It makes no sense whatsoever. But, like, I get, still the importance of working together. Like, I get that. It's the whole thing's pretty dumb.
No one fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
I think 5 versus an army is pretty defeatist and final.
This all sounds pretty dangerous.
It's a war, Paimon. What did you expect?
Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of inspiration. Danger is always present, but together, we can move forward, united in the knowledge that behind every hero charging into battle lies the support of all of Natlan as well as our Archon. Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of its scheming.
I've actually fallen in battle before. I spent some time wandering
God.
the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
I don't know how they do it. Imagine going to battle and you just get sliced up and cut down, and you have to live through the trauma of that death, knowing that you could be going back into battle and dying and going through it again? Sounds horrible, man. Doesn't sound like anything I'd want to do.
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere in Natlan?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the Wyab. We call this realm the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
And we can't go there because we're not Natlan.
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Then releasing you from your timeout has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula-How! Lest you live to regret it.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete. It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, All food and entertainment before tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our Archon, family and friends included, which means you both get in on it. Come on, let's go have some fun!
Don't you want to be restful before the competition? I'd want to be restful. Oh, back to the inn, of course.